Hello, my name is Val Panarmov and I'm interested in your school, Berklee, College of Music for the online bachelor's program of interdisciplinary music studies. And this right here is my video application, or in other words, my commercial. I got a long history with music, so I'm gonna try to crank it out. Let's dive in. I'm from a smaller town called Arroyo Grande, California. I'm 26 years old and I've been a musician longer than I haven't been a musician. And over the years I've been able to experience many facets within music. So here's my list, and it is in no particular order. Number 1. Multi-instrumentalist. I love playing instruments. I love playing with my hands, and it is my musical foundation. I like to learn new instruments all the time, but the ones that I can play off the top of my head are drums, piano, guitar, bass. I got some of the obscure ones like ukulele, banjo, mandolin, drumstick. Played clarinet for a little bit. I recently bought a violin in hopes that I can, I need to fix it first, but it's on my list. The fact is that I love playing musical instruments, and there's nothing that I don't want to play. If you give me something that makes noise, I will make it sound good. It's one of my favorite things, and I love it. So yeah. Number 2, being creative. Make no mistake, by far my favorite aspect of all music is the creative process. It's what I live for. I first started to become part of the creative process when I was 14 years old, being a part of a punk rock group called Tribanks. And I was the drummer. During this time I didn't focus too much on lyrics, but my de facto responsibilities had to do with song structure. And of course, being the drummer, you are the glue that keeps everybody together. Oh, it's important to note that I was in drumline all through high school and have been a part of the band since 6th grade. Band geeks all the way. And it was also where I got the majority of my formal training. And besides that, I'm entirely self-taught. And over the course of high school, I was a part of a wide variety of bands. Punk rock, alternative, indie, acoustic rock, rockabilly. I did whatever was available. I loved the drum, although that was just the beginning. By the end of my senior year, I started writing for myself. And with GarageBand, I was able to be a one-man show. I would put layers upon layers upon layers of guitar. I did all my own drums, no samples or nothing. It was very good. But the key part is I finally started writing lyrics. Now, all of a sudden, all I want to do is write songs. And over the years, I've written hundreds and hundreds of them, ranging from a whole different variety of styles. I'm talking solo singer-songwriter, I'm talking about punk rock, I'm talking about hip-hop, I'm talking about anything, you name it, more or less. Oh, and I'm talking full-on compositions too. When you're in that creative mind space, time stands still. You get lost. You get lost. You'll be working on a project or something, and then 10 hours will go by, and then all in one moment, you realize you need to eat, drink, sleep, and go to the bathroom all at one moment because you were just in another dimension. And it's amazing. You're doing something that no one else has done before. And it's addicting. What you're doing musically is taking a snapshot of the human experience. And that gives a lot of meaning. And I swear there's no greater joy in the world. Anyway, that was number 2, so let's go on to number 3. Audio engineering. Number 3 is audio engineering. And I like this. I like this a lot. In a lot of ways, it could not be more different from creating. But however, there's a great satisfaction to it. While creating is very freeing and borderline spiritual, being an engineer is all about a feeling of accomplishment and pride. You analyze, problem solve, basically outsmart the track to the point where you give it a sonic polish for the world, to get ready for the world. And that feels real good, and I enjoy doing it. I also very much like it because I feel like it's a very marketable skill. I have a bit of experience with this, particularly with the local artists in my area. I sincerely enjoy it a lot. I want it to be a major staple and part of my arsenal. And now, number 4. Live music. Again, a whole different category, but it's still all good. I've always enjoyed performing, and I've done it for quite a while. It generally started from band in 6th grade, then I did all that all the way through high school. Lots of marching band competitions, lots of drumline competitions, and also concert band as well. Of course, it's a little bit more formal, but I've also spent quite a bit of time performing as an artist. It's all generally from the ground up. So it starts with open mic night, then you're playing at dive bars, then you're playing at house shows. You're playing pretty much where anyone will take you. Generally, you just play because you want to play and you want to share what you got going on. And performing live is great because you get to see to some extent how the world reacts to your product, to your music. And I must say, it can be very validating. It's something I've always done pretty well, and I enjoy it because you get to kind of really live in the moment, and there's a lot of good things about that, obviously. And this has been said before, but one of the great things about performing live is it feeds into your creative side. The two feed each other, and of course, it's all great, fantastic. And now, number 5, working with others. As much as I do love writing songs, there can definitely be some pressure that comes with it. And if you're anything of a perfectionist, it can be very stressful. One of the things I very much enjoy is being able to take whatever skills I can offer and complement them to someone else's vision. I have some experience with this. I've spent a lot of time producing, generally beats, but quite frankly, they're very instrumental. They're very musically based. I don't really sample or anything like that. So being able to really compose for an individual artist is something that's very rewarding. And the whole teamwork obviously feels pretty good. And within teamwork, I kind of want to use this to segue into why I want to do the interdisciplinary music studies from Berklee Online. As far as my career aspirations go, there's a lot of things I want to do. I want to be able to be an audio engineer. I feel like it's a marketable skill and it's something I'm good at. And of course my big one is to create music, compose music. And I don't care what medium it's at, whether it be doing movies, whether it be doing video games, whether it be doing TV shows, whether I be composing for other people's songs, producing. I'd be up for any of it. That's what I want to do. And if I was able to do both, I feel like I could really be a force within the industry. I decided to pursue music as a career in 2011 when I dropped out of college. When I was going to college, I was actually a biochemistry major. I was planning on being a doctor. During this time, I was not in the best of mind states. My mental health plummeted and my grades were horrible, which you could probably tell from my transcripts. Not the best thing when you're trying to be a doctor. And when I did drop out though, it, had a lot of time for self-reflection, and it became obviously clear to me. So since then I've been doing music. I've been trying to figure out a way to do it myself, but I've come to realize, looking through Berklee can be a fantastic path for me. I feel if given the opportunity, I will excel at your program, because for me, music is the only choice. And this probably sounds weird, but I have given serious thought to the idea of not doing music. You think about it, the music industry is cutthroat, vicious. It's a very unconventional life. It's very hard to get paid and get paid well. It can be very difficult. And one would think, why would you choose something like that? Regardless of all that, I have to do music. Music has been my best friend for a long time, and I promise you that if given the opportunity, I will excel at your program. And because honestly, this is what I'm all about. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.